up with Minthub and why I got them exclusively inside of the CryptoNet Network dashboard, because of Minthub's plan. First and foremost, they only hold 5% of the tokens. They're not going to cash out as soon as it goes on PancakeSwap, as soon as it goes on a decentralized exchange. And remember, this is the second pump. So the first two pumps is responsible for 20,000% increase. The third pump is when it lists on central exchanges, Binance, Bybit, you name it, crypto.com. And so for this, there are certain prerequisites. There are certain things that you need to meet in order for them to take it serious. Why they don't list any and all coins is simple. Binance doesn't care about Minthub. What they care about is the community that Minthub can bring into Binance. That's what they care about. So what will Binance do? They will wait for you to meet, for the coin to meet certain conditions. It's got to have this many people holding it. It's got to be very active. The community has to be thriving. Then we're going to list it. Now they've basically got a free community, and Minthub has what? Exchanges, large exchanges like Binance have lots and lots of money going in, going out, getting exchanged. That's even a small wave of this money going into Minthub increases the price drastically. That's what Minthub are waiting for before they cash out on that 5%. And by then, me and you have done extraordinarily well. Secondly, Minthub has an actual business plan, which makes sense. It made complete sense to me because I have had this personal issue before I dived fully into the crypto market regarding selling crypto products, regarding looking into these projects and so on. I've been doing that for maybe 2 years. And before that, I had a business for 7 years. I was running paid advertising to the same product. So that's how you know that CryptoNet Network is something long-term. And the issue I had was that advertising agencies and advertising channels such as Facebook, YouTube, Google purchased YouTube. So Google also, they have regulations where they don't like when people advertise crypto products. So Minthub are building a community, building it through providing free news about crypto, exclusively about crypto, crypto entertainment. And what they're going to do with the audience is they're going to sell the audience the same way Facebook does, the same way Google does, the same way that any of these big websites do. And they're going to sell the audience on a pay-per-click basis. So they're going to tell them, all right, you can put your advertising banner on the site. We can mail out to your audience. They obviously review the product to make sure it's legitimate in order not to harm the Minthub community. And then they distribute half of that income, half of that revenue to people who have purchased Minthub during the private sale stage. So this is like being Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel invested $500,000 into Facebook at its very beginning, and he cashed out $1 billion. Where did this $1 billion come from? The same way that that money comes from what Minthub are building. It comes from people saying, there's the community right there. I want to pay to get access to this community. And that's how Google make their money. That's how Facebook make their money. And that's why there are amazing services that are completely free of charge. It's free of charge because they're selling the attention from the audience. So what happens is, and the difference between you and Peter Thiel and me and Peter Thiel is basically, even if we sell all of our Minthub tokens, our shares are locked permanently. Whatever you get in the private sale is the amount of shares as soon as it goes public, your shares are locked. So it shows it here on the roadmap. The coin list coin listing happens on PancakeSwap, Minthub shares are locked for minting. That means if I purchase 2 times as many Minthub tokens as you during the private sale, I'm going to make 2 times as much money as you every single month as soon as the minting distributions begin. Imagine that Minthub go up in audience by 1,000-fold. Imagine they really become the leading news channel for Minthub. That means you just got stock that you sold where you don't have even any Minthub tokens. You can sell all of it and your shares are locked and you're earning on a monthly basis permanently. So there's a lot of big opportunities. In the short term, it is after it goes public. In the longer term is when it lists on the exchange. And then in the longer term from that, it is when the minting distribution starts. So this is where that 19,900% came from. If all fails, I don't see it going below 19,900. Why? Because on a private sale stage, it goes up by 30 during the private sale. So that's done. And tokens go up a ridiculous multiple if they meet certain requirements when they go public. And Minthub are meeting all of those requirements. At the same time, the timing for the market is absolutely perfect. Bitcoin halving is coming up, which means even coins that have everything wrong have the ability to do way more than 5 times when they go public. Why? It's just how the market is. And it has happened every 4 years. It's called altcoin season. This is what the crypto boys call it. It means alternative coin season. That means a lot of things are going to pump and there's a lot of opportunity in the market. So if there's coins out there that are doing very well, the multiples can get ridiculous. As far as listing on exchanges goes, it's in Minthub's financial interest to list on these big exchanges. It's in my financial incentive to get listed, to get Minthub listed on these big exchanges. So I'm personally looking around to get it listed in certain exchanges. I have a friend of a friend who owns one of the biggest exchanges. I'm not going to name the name. I might have actually, as I was talking already. So there's a clue there. And to have a discussion about listing Minthub on those on that exchange. And usually what happens is once it lists on one exchange, the ego of these exchanges, they want that coin listed on theirs too. So as soon as it lists on a big exchange, all the other exchanges, they want that customer base. They don't want their competitor getting it, so they want it listed there. And so oftentimes what happens is the direction that Minthub is going to go, I believe, is they're going to list on the smaller exchanges and then extrapolate out to the bigger exchanges. Once one of the giants, once they're listed on one of the giants, everybody wants a piece of the pie. So that's where things can really shoot up. So in my personal opinion, what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit on the money. When it goes public, I'm personally going to sit on the money. If you wish, later on, perhaps on month 2 after it lists on PancakeSwap, sell some shares. Because remember, when the minting happens, whether you sell it or not, you're still going to earn a revenue from it. So that's basically Minthub in a nutshell. It's absolutely exciting. It's crazy. I looked at all of the details, had a lot of discussions. I believe the person who made Minthub will actually, before it goes public, do a live Zoom session with me. So that was a topic of discussion there. So he's out there in the open, and you get to know him. He's a very quiet figure. But I have known this person for many years. So that's the topic that I wanted to discuss here. I see a lot of chats here. Is there any questions that you might have? So I'm just going to scroll up here. Let's see here. Samuel said everyone is holding on to their coins. Absolutely. I mean, look, I'm not going to tell people to hold on to their coins and they have rent to pay or they got something they really need to take care of. Take care of those things. No problem. Take care of it because the margin is, in my opinion, the margin is going to be so great that even if, don't worry too much about, oh, I need to spend on this emergency here that's cost me $500 or $1,000, whatever the case is, and this 1,000 can be worth 100,000 later. Don't worry about the later. If you have emergencies, handle those emergencies. Just make sure to have some Minthub for when it really grows. And when it goes on the big exchanges, I don't have that personal experience of having a coin that lists on a personal exchange that I got from the private sale. So I don't have that experience. But in my opinion, it's absolutely wild. From what I've seen in the past and from what I've seen when I've reached such things, when it lists on big exchanges, it really takes a whole other level. This is where things like Dogecoin just turn people into overnight millionaires. When things get listed on those big exchanges, I haven't purchased a coin from private sale and then sold it when it listed on a big exchange, and I still did pretty damn well for myself. So I'm very excited about this one. I'm going to hold on to a lot of Minthub, waiting for it to list on the exchanges, and I'm going to actively push and pursue and set up the meetings if I have to get it listed on some of these big exchanges. So I got my money on the line. I wanna make money. I want to make the big multiples, and so I'm going to push hard to get it listed on the big exchanges. And perhaps every Zoom session that I do, I'll throw in a few $1,000s just to show you guys. Just now, for example, it was $4,000. 4 days ago, it was $3,000. Maybe I'll do $10,000 every single Zoom session, all the way from the beginning price, 0.005, up to 0.15. Now, there's a few mentions from Samuel here. Minthub has got a utility, Walter said. Absolutely. It's got the utility that I need. I'm going to be an actual customer of Minthub, where I will pay to put up products to use that channel. Because if I want to promote something crypto on Facebook, for example, and I want to run Facebook ads, or I want to run Google ads, that's very tough for me to do for CryptoNet Network. I have to really think around it. So I will do that. And if the ads do extremely well, I will share it with you guys. A lot of people I've noticed would hide their ad or their system. Guys, I'm here to take care of you. CryptoNet Network is the platform that I built. So I'm going to actually share the ad with you, and you can go ahead and rock with it. And the reason is very simple. I think it's all about your mentality as a person. People have this competitive mentality. Is that the audio just, okay, the audio is back. Yeah, people have this competitive mentality where they think that one person wins, it means the other person loses. But the world is so big. It's not like that. If I just Google right now how much money Facebook made, and Facebook make pretty much 100% of their money from you running ads to them. Facebook's revenue, let's have a look. Facebook revenue 2020, let's say, because we'll just go back a few years. So there's the full report there. I'm just going to Google this right now. So it is made a revenue $117 billion. If I spend $1 billion on advertising on Facebook, that's 1%. So there's no competition. If I spend $1 million, that's what, 0.00001%, something crazy like that. So even at $1 million spend and it's doing very great, I'm not going to say, oh, I need to hide the ad because you here putting in $10, $100, $1,000 is going to impact my results. It's not. At the same time, I'm the one paying you. So I want you to make profit. So I'm going to actually run some tests for some ads, see what works, what sticks, what can be scaled. And then I'll share it to every single person here. Right? And that will come on email. It might take a couple of weeks. It might not even happen. Let's see. I'm going to run some tests and actually upload some ads in the next week or so. And then I'm going to share the results with you guys. Samuel said, do you think there's room for another company to do the same as Minthub? Again, this goes to what I just factored in right now, which is about competition. Crypto has been what exactly? They said it here on the PDF towards the beginning somewhere. If you've read the PDF, Samuel, let me just minimize things here. $223 million was spent just on TV advertisement, just for crypto. So that's for that. The number is likely at least over 10 times. TV advertisements are not doing so well. So all in all, this is a market that's going to do at least $20 billion, in my opinion, per year in advertising spend for crypto-related products. It doesn't have to be a crypto coin. It could be a crypto education service. It could be a financial service. It could be consulting, whatever the case is. But this is going to go up in a very big way. It's all about who comes in early, who goes big with it, and the systems and the things that they put in place. But I can tell you right now, I don't think anything will beat Minthub in the next few years. Let's see how things go. Mary said, what are the requirements that Minthub needs to meet? You know, some of these big exchanges, you can literally just pay them out to list, but there are some, it's never black and white. It's like a gray thing where if they see the momentum, if they see the talent, if they see that there is a big traction, then they will list it. So it's a few things. It's actually just a conversation or two can do it. Then obviously, if you know the person and you've networked correctly and you've made some good friends, then the requirements are going to be less than for what the requirements would be for a stranger. So I'm just skimming through some of the messages right now. Brian said, how do you make money even if you sell your Minthubs? Minthub will lock the shares in. So basically, if I have 1 million Minthub tokens, Brian, and you have 500,000 Minthub tokens, the shares are locked in terms of the revenue distribution. It means that I'm going to get twice the distribution that you're going to get. And when Minthub sell their it's basically selling the audience or selling attention, right? Attention is the most, attention is actually the highest cost commodity, more than oil, more than anything else. Attention is the highest cost commodity. Once Minthub starts selling attention, they then, half of that revenue, they distribute out amongst people who purchased in the private sale. Not based on your US dollar amount that you purchased, based on the number of Minthub tokens you have. So every single day that you miss purchasing Minthub, guess what? The price is going up, your shares are going down on the same US dollar that you invested compared to what you could have done just a few days earlier. So get in as big and as quick as possible. That's very important. It's going to be distributed in the dashboard, and then you can sell it instantly, and you can sell it into BNB, or when it lists on a central exchange, then you can pretty much go from there. You can go from Minthub directly to your bank account as soon as it lists on a big exchange, for example, or from Minthub directly into any coin of your choosing, USDT, BNB, Bitcoin, Ethereum, the top 10 coins that I list on the Cryptonaire Accelerator membership. So it can go anywhere from that point. Dr. Bongani said, hi, Rahman. And I did mention about this just earlier. Maybe I'll just walk you through it real quick. He said, not sure if you did update on the commissions to purchase the Minthub tokens directly from the dashboard. I did, and I did a $4,000 live transfer. Mary said, how certain that Minthub coin will go up? As certain as I'm going to put in a few $1,000s every single time I hop on a Zoom session with you guys live, regardless of what the price is. I'm just scrolling through questions now. Some people ask if you can withdraw the money you spent on buying the token money if you change your mind due to circumstances. That can be added in. It'll complicate things. Guys, listen, either you're in or you're not in, and then you make your you take your action. A lot of people, what they do is, you know, people go into things 50-50. And not only do they go into things 50-50, Mary, they go into things 50-50, and then they take a whole year to think about it. Sit down, do your research, check your numbers, make sure everything is correct, and then go in. And you can do all that within an hour. Right? I would go here, I would watch this video, I would naturally take step 1, step 2, step 3 as soon as I log in. So I'm going to show you this now. Here's step 1, here's step 2, here's step 3, right? I would go ahead and I would check the PDF document. I would check that everything is good, right? And that's it. I'll take action. So a lot of people, what they do is they really take a very long time on making decisions, and then they go back and forth with themselves for no reason whatsoever. Oftentimes, you don't even have to think. I set this up so you don't even have to think. Oh, I want to promote. Let me click promote now. Let me click marketing material. Oh, I don't know what to write. Here it is, copy paste. That's simple. Everything is extremely simplified for you. Oh, I don't know which coin is going to pump like crazy. Let me find it. Let me put it directly in the dashboard right here, Minthub right here. Let me put it directly in the dashboard. Look how easy I've made things for you. Oftentimes, people seem to think what has value must be difficult, which is absolutely false. Breathing is one of the most valuable things. It's also one of the easiest things. You don't think about it, but now that you do, you are grateful about it, right? The most valuable things do not have to be difficult. It just means that it's valuable. So money is valuable, but it's actually the